Homemade chocolate chip cookies always taste better than store-bought anyway. And the store didn't have the cookies that I wanted today, so you know what we're gonna do? Make them. Let's go. Let's get motivated. So the first thing you're gonna need about 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of sea salt. Then you want to whisk that together. Alright, make sure you whisk that together. Set that aside. In a separate bowl, you want to get a half a cup of butter. Tip: make sure your butter is softened but not melted. If it is melted, then you're going to wind up with some flat ass cookies. And no offense to the people with flat asses or flat ass cookies, but that's not the recipe we're going for this time. You want to whisk the butter till it's creamy. I'm kind of do it with one hand, but you get what I'm trying to do here. I mean, whisk the butter till it's nice and creamy, but let's make sure that it doesn't begin to melt. You're going to add about a half a cup of white sugar. And you're going to whisk that until it's creamy. Then when that's nice and creamy, you're going to go ahead and add a half a cup of brown sugar. Light brown sugar. So after you mix in the sugar, it should be nice and creamy looking like that. We're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. That's a table, but I meant 1 teaspoon. But that was 2 half a teaspoons. Then you're going to go ahead and add 1 egg. A good whisk in. Let's go ahead and pour that in there. Start to mix that in with your flour. So we don't want to overwork it. And as soon as we get that flour mixed in, we got a good dough going here, like that. We're gonna go ahead and add, at this point, whatever you want to add. So if you want chocolate chip cookies, then you go ahead and you add your chocolate chip. If you want peanut butter cookies, you go ahead and add your peanut butter. But we're gonna do a mix of both chocolate chip and peanut butter. Yeah. So we're gonna do a half a cup of chocolate chips. I got milk chocolate. I usually use semi-sweet, but we wanted to try milk chocolate today. Pretty sure it'll still be fire though. And we're gonna add about a half a cup of Reese's peanut butter, cause why not? I can. It's, as Tabitha would say, my business. So this is what the cookie dough looks like, all mixed up. We're not gonna stir it no more. We're gonna get a ice cream scoop, and we're gonna get a cookie sheet lined with some parchment paper. But I actually don't think I have parchment paper. I think I have the silicone, so I'm gonna use that and get them on the thing. Now it's time to scoop them. But I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do a double scoop. So these bad boys are gonna make about 10 to 12 double scooped 2-inch cookies. So I'm gonna do another tray of this. But we got our oven at 375. This is gonna take us about, I would say, 8 to 9 minutes. But I like to cook them a little longer. I like to do them at about 10 to 12 minutes because I like mine's a little darker. But yeah, let's get them in the oven. Another tip: when you take your cookies out the oven, let them cool down on the cookie sheet for about maybe 10 minutes, and then move them to the cookie rack. and let them cool down off that for another 15 minutes. Proper cooling, better the cookie. So I left the cookies in the oven maybe about 12 minutes. And normally these cookies, they'll be done about 9 minutes. And when they actually get done, they don't look like they're done, but they are done. But I like mine a little bit to look more. So about 9 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes, 10 depending on. But they're done. But if you want them a little darker, 12 to 13 minutes. So let's go ahead and pull them out right now. It's been about 13 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those bad boys. There we go. Now at this point, we can eat them or we can cool them down. So I'm gonna leave them on the tray to actually let them cool down for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes or so. We're in about 10 minutes. Then we're gonna move into a cooling rack and actually let them cool down another 15 minutes. But, ooh, look at those. Yep, and once you pull them out that oven, sit them on the rack and cool down. That's what you got. Some homemade, better than store-bought chocolate chip cookies. Please subscribe to my channel, man. I just make what I want to make when I feel like making it and share it with you guys. I appreciate y'all looking at it. Catch you later.